this whole season was just a letdown. It was horrible. It was horrible. I can see what they were trying to do, but it works so bad. Hey everybody, what's up? Just in case anybody was wondering, we're talking about this damn season appointment that was the third season of the Titans. This is Ches, and I'm sad.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Legion on Zoom. And finally, we're fucking doing it. Yeah. We're talking about Titans season 3, right? Season 3 of Titans. Obviously, this is Miguel, as always, in here.
Yep, the highly anticipated Titans season 3 with the shiny fucking red hood and all these promises, all these broken promises.
Facts. And I just want to start by saying I am shocked at what a shitty left turn that Scarecrow portrayal took.
Wait. Let's take it. Let's all
right.
Let's hold hands.
I was holding this back.
Walk slowly. What was it? A rocket?
A motorcycle, bro, in the hood of the Bronx. That was an ignorant youth on a motorcycle on a Friday night under the influence.
Exactly.
Don't do that, people.
No, don't do that. Otra vez. There we go again.
Whose end is that coming out of?
That's mine. I just muted it. Go ahead.
Yeah, although I live in the Bronx, Ches lives in the Bronx. Rod, you live in the Heights, but Ches lives in the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Damn, the Bronx of the Bronx.
Yeah, facts. You say the second Bronx with like a sneer on your face. So it's the Bronx.
Yeah,
streets of rage down there.
Yeah, basically.
People with knives.
Yeah, for real.
People greet each other with knives.
Hey, how you doing? Stab.
He's tapping blades and shit.
A coworker of mine was telling me that she got stabbed. Like she's from, I don't know, she's from the West Coast, and she's like, yeah, I moved into the Bronx, and a crazy guy try to like just cut me. I'm like, yo, that still happens. Like, no, but I guess I don't know. I guess New York City got like allegedly more higher crime. Anyway,
we digress.
Anyway, then we'll leave that for the new mayor. For the Eric Adams, will take care of the increased crime rate. But we're going to focus on Titans season 3
and how crappy it was.
Yes, we do have a new mayor.
The second in the history and the
second also Black African American mayor.
Facts. I mean, a long ass time, but hopefully it'll go great. Another thing.
Why do you say like hopefully it'll go great?
I mean, because it's New York. It's New York, and I'm jaded.
Yeah. And I didn't vote for him in the primaries. I'll be honest about that. Obviously, I voted for him now because I'm not going to vote for the Republican Suila or what was his last name? Like
Sliwa.
The dude with the beret. What's up with the beret?
Because he started that. He started the
Guardian Angels.
The Guardian Angels, and that's what they would wear back in the 80s.
They were on the subway in the 80s with no weapons, raw.
Fighting the people, man. Yes, basically.
Okay, thank you, man. I gotta look into this guy now. I thought he was like a weird military state. The beret gives off a weird vibe to me.
All right, I know we're focused on Titans, but like quick sidebar again for that. Like there's a great Netflix documentary on the son of Sam, which is obviously this big serial killer in New York City in the late 70s, early 80s. And he comes out in there because that's kind of one of the moments when the Guardian Angels takes lead to protect the city and do their things, and so he was prominent. Actually, the documentary was funny. It's like, hey, you're running for mayor.
Oh shit!
I'm not voting for you.
Yeah. He's a character.
He's a character
in the city, like
he's a New York City character. Yeah.
So people, so Titans is a show that premiered on the DC Universe app. For seasons 1 and 2, when the app sunk because it kind of sucked. It was ambitious, but it sucked. Luckily,
wait. Season 2 was in the app.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It was. Oh, so okay. Right before it, because season 3 is the first one to premiere on HBO Max. Now, this isn't to say that this is an HBO Max original, although it will show in the beginning, but it's not like the upcoming Peacemaker, which is gonna be like fucking lit.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
this is like it was adopted, just like Stargirl, which we will also review if you
Right.
listening. It was sent to the CW. HBO Max inherited it, Titans, because of its darker tones. It's more graphic. If you've seen it, you know that they go heavy. They drop F bombs, whatever. But yeah, the highly
Ooh.
anticipated season 3. They promised us many things, right? It's going to be Gotham heavy. We're going to get Barbara Gordon in this one. We're going to get the Joker, alleged, maybe more of Third Jorah Batman. Which, oh my god,
I hate him. I hate him.
what is going on? I'm sure. I am 100% sure that they called him, offered him Alfred. He was like, "Nah, give me Bruce or I walk." And they're like,
"Why didn't they let him walk?"
Yo, I want names. We're gonna get names.
That is such an easy choice. Like, why wouldn't they let him walk?
And also, I feel like Jorah, I think he was a great actor in Game of Thrones, and he's still a great actor in this show. But like, I feel like he would have seen like the Bruce Wayne script and be like, I do what? I cry when, and I'm what kind of a Batman? Nah, fuck this, I'm out, you know. And then that's it. Like, why would you want to be a worse Batman than like George Clooney? Like, come on.
No. Wait, whoa.
Oh,
hey, whoa. We're not talking Batman here. We're talking Bruce Wayne. I put damn.
This is the worst.
Nah,
Bruce
George
Wayne.
Clooney got to rank above Sir Jorah. Bruce.
Yeah,
Wayne.
This is the worst.
I agree.
He's the worst Bruce Wayne of all
Fuck,
time.
yeah, you know
All
what?
time.
Damn. Yo, yeah, facts. Once again, Rod has a point, as always. Like, we want names. Who the fuck saw this dude? Saw the reading? Do you know how many layers there are to getting on a show of this caliber and castings?
Bro,
Heads should. Oh my god,
bro, the show progressively gets worse, and I hate that. I'm out. It's already been renewed, and I'm considering boycotting it.
Yo, for real.
No.
This shit is
power
whack.
through.
Yo, and actually,
power through.
Yo, and actually,
Because of the budget, just on the budget.
I have 2 comments for that. One, I have a comment for the fans, everybody listening and watching us right now. You know, first of all, thank you. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channels, follow us on wherever you're listening to our podcast, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. But mostly Instagram, and you know, shoot us a message and tell us what you think. Hopefully, tell us you hate the show as much as we did.
Word.
But like one thing I want you listeners to know is the effort we've been holding. We've been saying this before. We have the hashtag Save It. You know, we have an ongoing chat, and we've been holding back talking shit about this show so much amongst ourselves. We let loose sometimes, said a few things amongst ourselves privately in our private communications by WhatsApp, which is owned by the meta gods now, fucking Facebook and shit, which I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg's read it. But now we're fucking finally gonna let loose, fucking say this shit. Let's get into it.
I'm backed up. I've held in a lot.
I actually, we usually do some preparation for this work. If you're listening to this, you listened to our last Injustice episode, and you heard like we rewatched the movie a couple of times. We reread the books to be ready to give you all an experience. For Titans, no, I'm not gonna rewatch it. Like I was thinking about it to rewatch it to have notes again but no, it was too bad. We're gonna go off the cuff.
Dude, it was such. Oh my god. Okay, first off, I saw the influence from the Death in the Family. Like that was not Scarecrow. That was the Joker with the manic laughing. That was the Joker with some hints of the Riddler. Like as soon as he got it, like
yeah, you lost me too.
Yeah, you lost me. What are you talking about?
No, okay, so
who's this Joker, Riddler, Scarecrow character?
Okay, so it's a good portrayal of the Scarecrow the whole time that he's in jail, right? After the escape, and then as soon as he gets into Wayne Manor, he gets way too manic to be like a Scarecrow character.
Who's the main villain of this season?
Yeah, exactly.
Scarecrow.
Yeah,
Jonathan
it was
Crane.
supposed to be Jonathan Crane with the same fucking plot from Batman Begins, where the Scarecrow tries to poison the water supply and see what happens. And as per Rod, that's a constant theme in Batman comics where people start fucking poisoning the water supply, which is a very obvious and efficient terrorist tactic. But this was literally the plot from Batman Begins ripped out of the wall and put in somewhere else. Mad lazy writing.
I will respectfully disagree a little bit. That because for me, at least, one of the things I liked was the Scarecrow's portrayal to some degree. He did get a little bit
they got
too
in the mansion.
Yeah, once he got out of Arkham and he's doing his
Joker.
shit. Yeah, I wouldn't say
when
the
he
Joker.
shaved. He fucked his whole shit up.
Yeah, and then he cut his face. Like, that was them trying to do that shit when the Joker, like, he rips his face off and sticks it on. Like, he became too crazy. You see what I'm saying?
It started kind of promising.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. From the first episode, I was like, this is trash. But they don't show you the Red Hood off the rip. The Red Hood,
right?
Damn, even the Red Hood is trash.
So exactly. It's
nothing.
The resignation.
No, because and if honestly, I think there's an episode early on when we came back after our summer break, where we reviewed the first few episodes of Titans, and
we had high hopes.
Oh, yeah,
it was
did.
Exactly
we
like
should go back and listen
because we were hopeful, right? Like
our younger naive self.
Yeah, we didn't know.
The seasons didn't start that bad, right? Because it did start like with Red Hood, Jason Todd getting killed. Like it wasn't because
I thought it started with fan service, which I
thought it sucked.
We talked about season 2 before, and season 2 was straight trash. And so for me, like the way season 3,
wait, which one is more trash?
No, season 3, 100%.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
I'm about to say, whoa, season 2 wasn't that bad.
Like season 2 was like the trash of an apartment complex. Like after it, kind of like a couple of days after it got picked up. Like so, it's like it's trash, but it's not the worst kind of trash. Season 3 is landfill trash. So that's like the trash. Like wherever your trash, like
fermented trash.
You put your trash in your bin in the apartment building or house you live in, and then it goes somewhere. It goes to Titan season 3. That's where it goes to. That's the trash.
This shit is up there with Savitar season for the Flash. I don't know.
Damn, I enjoyed that on the low.
Nah,
it was stupid. It was stupid. It was stupid.
It's a season that'll make me quit a show, basically.
Yeah. I agree, but I really enjoy just having Grant Gustin in that like stupid ass mech suit. Like it was so corny that it was fun in a way. But yeah,
and I think a big thing to mention, and we'll talk about this a little bit when we talk about Stargirl, is that with that season of The Flash, which wasn't the best, I still think it's a CW. What am I expecting here? Like, I'm not expecting fucking epic, amazing writing and acting. It's the CW, like whatever. And so then I forgive it a little bit more. But this, I'm like, first of all, you were in the DC Universe app, which, as Rod said, season 1 was great. Season 1 was pretty fucking good. And now you're on HBO?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's HBO Max. It's HBO, motherfucker.
Word.
Like, I'm expecting certain level of quality here. And this wasn't even CW quality. Like, oh, sure. Like, the cinematography is kind of nice, right? And the actors are good actors for the most part, but the script fucking sucks.
Right,
the story is trash.
There's at least 3 good moments, right? Can we at least let's see top 3 moments?
Wait, real quick though. When Jonathan Crane, who is that actor? I'm
glad you mentioned it because I will say that because that's the other thing I was disappointed, but that's probably why I kind of like the Scarecrow a little bit more because this was Vincent Kartheiser, I think that's how you pronounce his name. That I loved him in Mad Men. I highly recommend Mad Men, one of the best drama series in the last fucking few years. He was Pete Campbell, married in the show to beautiful fucking Alison Brie. He was a great actor there, and so I felt his acting chops were still pretty good. Although then it became something else for the Scarecrow, and obviously I fucking hated like he wore the mask like once or something
and that mask was trash. That stupid gas mask with a little bit of fabric, and his weapon made no sense. The physics of that weapon made no sense. You'd have to be strong as fuck. It was a big chain. It was a giant chain, right? And it wasn't really a blade at the end. It was like a shaft of wood that then had a sickle. It was some weird shit. Like, so he dragged a chain that had like a sickle on the end. It made no sense. I get like the farm implement, but that was a stupid way to pull it off. Like when he finally became the Scarecrow, quote unquote, this was the shittiest version of the Scarecrow I have ever seen. Best version of the Scarecrow being from the Arkham series. That was amazing. You know, with like the Freddy Krueger and the fingernails for like
No. But live action, fucking
No.
Scarecrow. What's your favorite one?
There's only been 2, right?
Which ones? Oh, out damn. By default, it would have to be from Batman.
The Peaky
Begins.
Blinders guy.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders. That guy. Nah, he was a pretty good Jonathan Crane though,
I like them.
because he carried the mask.
He was
and, you know,
dope. Hell yeah, that movie. I need to rewatch those movies and get some good fucking story writing and acting and all that shit. This shit was doo-doo. Straight, yo, my God. Yo, I love Nightwing. Like, and the Red Hood is like a close second in the way. It's like 3 favorite characters right there, right? Batman, Nightwing, whatever. And all of them show up in this season, and you're gonna think like, yo, if you're a Batman fan, this is fantastic for you. Come see this. But nah, not even if you're a Titans fan. This show misses on both because it tried to be a Batman show. It tried to be a Batman show
totally
and failed at it. And I think, damn, season 1 is the best. And Miguel, you said it was great, but low key, it was just good.
No. My bad. I think I'm saying great because I just fucking swallowed shit for a whole season. And now, as I think of season 1, I'm like, oh my God, that was delicious.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, of course, if I have to compare like with Superman and Lois, like, oh my God, not at all.
Or even
like,
Stargirl. Stargirl is fire.
Right, even season 1 of Stargirl, because season 2 we'll talk about now. But Stargirl season 2 way better than season 3 Titans. You know, there's no argument there. Like,
and it's crazy. If you would have asked me which would be the coolest show, I'll say Titans because it has Red Hood versus Nightwing and Batman kills the Joker. I don't know what's going on. And you have Stargirl, an obscure JSA character leading like a family-centric, a very drama like type show.
No, right, and telling us that it's gonna be the JSA, but instead of the JSA, it's teens. It's all teen JSAs and teen drama. And I'm like, what? No.
That sounds horrible.
And then it's like, it's actually pretty fucking good. It's actually pretty fun. It's a fun thing to watch. It's way better than Titans.
Oh, I enjoy the fuck out of it. Really good show.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but wait, real quick, top 3 moments. Because at least it's a piece of shit. It's a turn of the season, but like there has to be a few moments that we enjoyed.
I can think of one right now off the top of my head right now. First, let me think. I can probably think of other one. The one top moment for me, at least in this, was early on. I think it must have been episode 3. I think it was the first time Nightwing battles Red Hood. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was. Yeah. I think we talked about it before. I think it kind of reminded me of some of the YouTube battles of like Nightwing Red Hood. It looked like it, but it was kind of fun. And
but this one was licensed.
Yeah, exactly. This is official,
legal.
Legal.
I would say, and I think it came before that when Hank died.
Yep. That, and you know, it's funny. I think that was hit. I think he read the scripts, the actor, because this guy's fucking awesome. We mentioned him a few times.
Yeah. What is it? And something Richardson, right? Alan Richardson.
He probably read the scripts and was like, "Yo, that's it, man. I'm out of here. Kill me off." So we do get a cool spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, he does die, but he reappears later on because in Titans has that revolving door of death shit going on.
Yeah, and hey, at least we got Donna Troy back.
Yeah, we kind of expected that. Yeah,
and can we address the elephant in the room? I was left wanting by the dude who played Tim Drake's performance. I found it lacking.
He was trash.
Yeah, let's go.
He was trash.
Wait there. Let me try to make a few comments. What was this guy's name?
No.
I didn't think. Look, it's difficult. It's like this is gonna be. I'm like, let me see if I can make. I thought his acting was good, and I liked him as Tim Drake, but I felt the script was trash. Like I felt
like George Clooney. Yeah.
Come on.
He's not terrible.
Yeah. Right. Even Val Kilmer. Like,
okay, I'll take that back.
They're great actors. I like the kid, and I saw glimpse potential that he could be a good Tim Drake. He had moments, but like the the script was shit, and it was just
Facts.
not
It was-
good.
It was
Word.
cringy. His lines were cringy, and that's not a word I use lightly. Like I felt like the secondhand embarrassment when he said a lot of lines. I was like, that's horrible. Quick question though. Now that the fucking inventory of like live action Robins completely increased because of Titans, who's the best live action Robin? Low-key, I still say Chris O'Donnell.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, I knew.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, does Joseph Gordon-Levitt count?
Nah,
No.
not at all.
Whoa.
Look how unanimous that
Haters.
was. How was that Robin? He was a cop. He's a cop. He's a cop. He's a cop.
My
he's a cop.
guy,
He's a cop.
and in the movie he says my middle name is Robin.
Yeah,
That doesn't make him Robin.
Okay.
That makes him a guy named Robin. That's it.
You're trying to play some
Later.
new game and
The
shit.
Robins
You
aren't
can't imagine
actually
what
named-
he became.
He's
like,
in the Batcave, and
So
he
what?
inherits all of Christian Bale's shit.
Yeah, so
You guys
what?
missed a big part.
That would never
of-
happen.
But we
Dark
never
Knight
see
Rises.
any of that. We never see what he does. It's
Bro,
like
It's
he
like
was
the
all
ultimate
up in
mind
that shit to
games.
take down Bane. He was all up in that mission, my guy.
You
just
can't
like
be.
Robin
You
would do.
can't be a theoretical
Fans.
Robin. Who's the best live
Fans,
action
chime
Robin?
in. Is Joseph Gordon-Levitt Robin or no?
Send
Just like
all your
that on the thread.
nose to.
Not Nas. NAH.
Facts. Facts.
yes,
But
please
I-
send all your
But is that
hate
your
mail
choice?
to legiononzoom@gmail.com if you're old school, or at legiononzoom on Gmail. I mean on Twitter and Instagram. Tell us, what do you think? We're gonna post about this actually. This is gonna be a good bit discussion online. We're going to bring this up.
Who's more epic? Oh, we're bringing
Word,
back
yeah.
Who's more epic?
We
Facts.
haven't done that in a minute. Yeah.
So wait, like that's actually your choice, or
No,
were you
no,
just
my-
at
No, my choice is
Well, how many live action Robins do we have? Like we don't
Chris
have any.
O'Donnell, the dude that was formerly
Lauren
Nightwing,
Lester.
Jason Todd. We've
My-
had a
my-
couple of live action Robins.
Wait, can I pick the animated series?
No,
No.
it has to be
Live
live
action
action.
Robins.
Oh,
Bro.
live action. Oh,
You
okay,
have
okay,
Burt
okay.
Ward. Shout out to Burt Ward.
Look,
I'm
will.
gonna go with Brendan Thwaites, the actor who's now Nightwing in the show. Because in season 1 he's Robin and he's lit.
You took the words out of my mouth because he was a good Robin. Once he became Nightwing, it's been kind of trash because you made this comment earlier. Because even for Titans fans, if you're a Titans hardcore fan, do not watch season 3 because it's a Batman story. It's 100%. It's a whole Batman story, but instead of Batman, it's
A weird
Nightwing.
one.
You know, and then the Titans are kind of there, but it's like, and that's crazy because it's like, yo, Titans have so many stories. Like fucking
Nice.
what was it, like George Perez and Marv Wolfman had an incredible run on Titans. And even especially like right now, even that we're seeing Young Justice now came back on HBO Max season 4,
I gotta watch that.
which is like not Titans, right? But like inspired by Titans, way better than fucking the Titans. And they have not, at least at one point in the 4 seasons that Young Justice, they haven't adapted a Batman story into the they've been all
Word.
either original stories or stories taken from the Titans Young Justice realm.
Great stories.
And this has all been it's a big ass Batman story, which, and what's worse, I think, especially then if you're listening to this and you're a Batman fan and you're like, fuck, well then I'm gonna watch this. Don't. Because if you're a Batman fan, you're gonna hate this.
The worst
Oh.
Bruce Wayne, like as we established.
like he has like a mental collapse or some crazy shit, and then he travels to like one of the dopest cribs I've ever seen in my life, so he can almost kill himself like amidst flame. It was bad. Oddly enough, I do want to say one thing. I enjoyed the plot twist in the Starfire Blackfire storyline, like with like the dad and that epic flashback throughout the season. I felt like her story could have been told by season 1 or 2. They stretched that shit out way too much. Like her story was just bad. I don't know why they took so long to get to where they got in season 3. Because I see a lot of bullshit that they could have eliminated to make room and pick up her story faster and make her a way more interesting character.
Yes.
Yeah, her
And
story was like forgettable. But yeah, real quick, we just said our like favorite scenes. I'm gonna add the scene where Superboy, which is one of the only characters that I enjoy
Yeah, he was fly.
in this show in general, only
Yo,
because
let's-
like I'm a big fan of that version of the character by Jeff Johns and Mike McCone, where he's like the Lex Luthor and Superman are his parents essentially.
Yeah.
He was made like in Star, not Star,
It's
a
mad
different
progressive.
lab. But yeah, he was kind of cool. So when he fucking fucks up Blackfire's ship for her not to go back so he can stay with her and shit, I'm like, this is some dark, this is like Lex Luthor level shit.
Facts.
So I like that they were showing, you know, his Superman side a little bit of his Lex Luthor side. And I thought he was gonna flip when Dick Grayson like hit him with kryptonite dust.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, and he still like gave him a pound. I'm like, okay, you have a lot of Superman in you too.
Right, and I think for fans listening, because this is the one thing that we talked about season 2 and now season 3, is that Superboy has been one of the coolest fucking things to see. Connor Kent, the clone of combo Clark Kent, Superman, and Lex Luthor, has been cool to see. And it has Crypto the dog too, which sounds cheesy, but it's actually kind of cool. I do think he is the best thing in the fucking series, because like Rod, yeah, you said it was really cool to see them kind of go back and forth between, yeah, he's Superman. Like, no, one first, like, sometimes they do remind us that he's been alive for like 2 years, right? So he's still like very young.
He's a toddler.
He's like, and he kind of shows it sometimes, and it's kind of cool to see that. But obviously, he's still developmentally growing faster. But you know what I'm saying. But then that's struggling between his push to be more like Clark Kent and Superman and the Lex Luthor abilities. And that scene, you're right. I love that scene. Because right, for the fans out there, like he's developing a relationship with Starfire, Blackfire.
Facts.
And but she's about to leave to go back to her home world. And what's the name of the Tamaran, right?
Tamaran, yeah.
And he ends up blowing up the fucking ship. He's like, nah, you're gonna stay with me, which is heavy Lex Luthor shit. But the thing I fucking hate, because that's kind of like how the episode ends with that shit. Literally, the next episode is basically Superboy going like, okay, I'm sorry. Here's the plans on how to make your ship again. I figured it out. Like, so it was like, panada. I was like, why did that happen? Why was that? Like, it's like, what? It's like, all right, I guess you're Lex Luthor, but you're still a toddler, because that's like a kid. Like, I broke your toy. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go again. Like, that I hate. And I don't blame Joshua Orpin, who's Australian actor, que tan lindo este hombre.
I was about to ask that. Who's more obvious, like OD handsome, him or the dude that plays Hawk?
I thought you were gonna say Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson looks like shit compared to those two guys. They're like.
Mira, all right. I would say, and we haven't done this in a minute because we've talked about men's beauty here, because we are we are confident about our masculinity.
We love other men.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with appreciating men's beauty.
I think that selling it hard though makes us kind of look otherwise. We love men over here. Us what?
We'll let the listeners judge that. But I would say that Joshua Orpin, who plays Connor Kent Superboy, I think he's more lindo. He's more nice, a pretty kind of guy.
He
with
drinks milk.
Alan Richardson. He drinks milk every morning.
He's from Kansas. I don't care.
Exactly. But Alan Richardson is like, he's like a handsome man. Like, he's much more like he's a fireman. I feel like, he's not an actor. He's gonna be a fireman, like that kind of
he's a cop.
He's a cop. Yeah, exactly.
I still got Grant Gustin at number 1.
What?
The Flash? Grant
the
Gustin
most handsome superhero dude.
Bugging with Brandon Routh as the Atom. He's mad dashing on the low.
He is.
He's dashing at the
nah. Grant Gustin is much more good looking than Brandon Routh.
Oh,
come on. Brandon Routh's got like a nerd look. I don't know.
The God, Brandon Routh, Superman. Come on.
All right. Anyway,
Anyway,
What are we rating here? Titans.
Yeah, word. And how bad it was.
we were
Since we're
talking
bad,
about
we
our
start talking
favorite.
about the beauty
We,
of
we
men.
were talking at least we were trying to stay positive, right? We were saying the favorite scenes. I mentioned the fight scene between Nightwing and fucking Red Hood. You mentioned the blowing up the ship of Connor Kent, and I think Ches, you said what was your the hot
I haven't
dying?
set a plus yet because it's been really hard to find one. Damn, bro.
You
Like,
said that the scene when Red Hood blows up Hawk.
Hawk, yeah, you said
That
that.
was lit.
oh no, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
past that, like, damn, like, I felt like after that, the show really took a turn.
Yeah,
The
100%.
show took a turn after Hank died. Yeah, even though that in the afterlife episode was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
The only good episode of the whole season for me.
Damn, the only good episode.
Yeah. Because and we're gonna see like
Nah.
shades of Themyscira. Because like, okay, one thing we have been gushing over the actors, but I don't know, is the actresses still like politically correct?
I don't know,
I've heard it
right?
used
both
I've
ways.
heard both ways. So yeah,
Okay,
I've
so
heard actors.
all actors in the show, like the women, Jesus Christ, like because you see Starfire and then you see Blackfire, who kind of makes Starfire look less epic. Like I'm not trying to hate on Starfire, but Blackfire
Not at
is,
all.
wow, epic.
And
And
she's
then
hot.
of course
Jesus
Donna Troy,
Christ.
who's like one of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Oh
Word.
my God. Like, don't even get me started. So I do want to say this right now. Connor Leslie, I love you. Donna,
Facts.
you are a good actress. I'm very happy that you're good at your craft. I would love to see you in other things that used properly. But you are a great Donna Troy. But the fucking writing, man, on Titans is not good. But it was so fucking great to see her come back. But I disagree. I don't know, that episode where they're in the afterlife, when this happens after, so side to that, because that happens after one of the worst fucking scenes in the series, when this Tim Drake, right, tries to go stop, he does the whole thing from Batman, right? Like he goes to Nightwing instead of Batman telling him, I know who you are, I want to help. Nightwing says, no, you don't. And so, but he's like, all right, I'm going to do this. And he finds out where Scarecrow is. And then Scarecrow just shoots him.
Word.
In the back, like that. like, no, it's all right. So one, Tim Drake's an idiot. He just gets shot, which is stupid. And then, but the Titans arrive, which have Connor Kent, who we've been gushing about, fucking Superboy, who has super fucking speed. And fucking Tim Drake is laying on the floor, bleeding to death, and then they say, like, call an ambulance, and like, I'm like, Superboy, just take him to the fucking hospital, like you can just feed him there.
I gotta bring a counterpoint to that, because he hasn't mastered his powers, and if you remember. And at least for the Flash in the Snyderverse, like it's not as simple as like moving people from place to place, because you could destroy them in the process. Like you just can't grab somebody super speed and run. Like,
hey, yo, he got you with science.
No. Well, then I will have a rebuttal with science. All right, you don't have to go to super speed, but he can grab him and jump really far. And that doesn't have the same fucking como he say, inertia, or like whatever, the friction from speed. He could have just jumped
and shatters his spine.
But
Facts. Bro, yo.
But I think it's stupid because we just
Bro, I was
saw
happy when he got shot.
But we just saw like 2 episodes.
What about when Nightwing got shot? Did you enjoy that?
Nah.
Yes.
But
like what makes it so stupid. Like people died and they instantly come back.
Yo, the way Nightwing died was retarded. Yo, he literally just turned his back on a dude that had the gun pointed at him and was fully loaded and started walking towards Red Hood. Like, what?
Yeah, for the listeners out there, because besides the first confrontation, Nightwing fights Red Hood, I think, at least 3 times. The 3rd time, which is the stupidest version, exactly, Nightwing dies. Okay, so death. I know death doesn't matter much in comic books, but in Titans, it's the stupidest fucking shit ever.
Word.
And he just dies stupidly. Not Red Hood kills him. It's just some random fucking.
Gotham kills him.
Gotham.
Damn.
Yo,
and
City.
They basically made the death of Donna Troy made no sense because she ended up that she used her rope to catch the lightning, but she was killed by lightning at the end of season 1. That made
but
it.
her rope can do different things. I
What,
thought she was gonna
insulated
ride
her?
the lightning. I thought she was gonna ride it like Wonder Woman
That would have been
84.
dope. That
Like,
would have
oh,
been
shit.
dope. Yo, they might as well have just gone balls to the wall, like that, straight up.
Yeah, this show
Riding
sucks.
lightning.
Yo, this show sucked. But like as we were saying, like when Tim Drake sucks, and then Connor Kent's like, I'm not gonna fucking do anything. Fuck all this shit. Although I did just spend 2 episodes doing my speed to fucking remove bombs from people's hearts at fucking epic speed.
Facts.
I'm not gonna take him to the hospital though. That's
Word.
crazy. You know, then that's the next episode is like they're all in fucking purgatory, and that's when we get to see Donna Troy again, Tim Drake in this world, and then also Hawk as well. The episode's kind of cool. I will say that was, at least after so much shit at that point, that episode was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. But it was kind of trash, especially because I felt like it's kind of stupid. Like, why did Hawk not go back? You know, like, oh, like I don't know. It made
Because the actor read the scripts, like I just said, and he's like, "This show
yes.
sucks," and watch him get picked up for like something epic in the future. Like that guy he's too good for this show.
Oh, yo, all right, let's do this right now. Fan cast him for Marvel, like a Marvel character. Well, who would he be?
Hyperion.
Ooh, I see that.
Yeah,
D.
I like that.
God Supreme. I like it. All right, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. like you see, but you see what I'm saying? He's the Hyperion type.
Yeah, he's mad epic.
Yeah, like, and damn, I keep saying this. He was the first Aquaman on Smallville.
And even
Never
then, I was blown
forget.
away by his physique. I'm like, oh, he was
Oh,
wet and
word,
shit. Yo,
yo.
nah, stop. He's like a Superman almost, or like a Bruce. Oh, I think we spoke about this in another episode that he could have been like the CW Bruce Wayne. Like he has like that potential.
He's a bit young though on the low.
You think he's young if he was on Smallville as Aquaman?
No, but like he looks great.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, don't get me wrong. This guy's the man.
Like he looks,
but he could be
too
Bruce
good.
Wayne easy, or Guy Gardner. I think we said too. One of
Yeah,
us.
there you go.
That.
There you go.
One
I
of
see
us.
that. OD, that's perfect.
Guy Gardner,
That's actually
OD. Come on. Oh, come on. HBO Max. You're making a Green Lantern show.
Maybe,
Pick him up, man.
Oh, you imagine?
Yo, he
You
would
heard it
be
here first.
perfect as Guy Gardner. Because it's kind of like his Hawk character already.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God, please.
No, in DC, they fucking cast him as Calowog and do mad CGI.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Alright,
and even with that too, like after he dies, too, what I didn't like too is like then Dove just leaves, and
So
Dove was
friends,
another.
but nah.
Aha.
Oh, right. That was cool. How Red Hood made Dove kill.
Oh yeah, that was Oscar
trigger.
worthy.
Yeah, that was
We
dope.
forgot
That
about
was
that. I
dope.
think
Yeah.
that scene was like, oh, and you're right. It did kind of set up like high expectations for the season.
That shit took such a left turn that we forgot it happened in the same season because of how bad the rest of it was.
Right, and because we talked about this before in some of the old episodes when we first started to review Titans, and you're right, I think this might have been episode 4 actually, maybe like really early on, and that was awesome because the drama, like there was a bomb in Hawk's fucking chest, and like we're trying to defuse it, and Dove is like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try to kill Jason Todd to get the fucking the way to deactivate the bomb, but plot twist, right? Like the gun that Jason Todd gave Dove is the detonator for the fucking bomb, and then Dove ends up killing the Hawk herself. That was epic. The drama, and that's what I've been saying from the show. It really shows that the actors are great actors. Like they were really good. Like I really believed it in those moments. Like I felt them. That's actually they're really suffering through all of this.
And the budget is there, yo.
The budget.
The budget in that show is stupid. Like they're burning through so much money for nothing.
Yo, but I will ask this though. Like, all right, so they have a lot of money and shit though, but why does nobody fucking wear their costumes? Like, how is Dick Grayson never in his Nightwing Oz costume? He's always just like walking around as
I'm not
Dick
gonna
Grayson.
lie. Wait, you mean like he's always has Dick Grayson and shit?
Yeah, he's always just a Dick Grayson. Like everything he's almost doing, even when he tried that, when he got Scarecrow out of prison, well, he's trying to get, like, it's he's going.
It's because the costume looks stupid.
I mean, I thought they were trying to be deep like that. He's trying to avoid it as much as possible.
Right. Yes, that's what I want to believe. That's what I want to believe. But the truth is that it's not like Daredevil from Netflix, which Nightwing could easily be with the right costume designer. It looks like it's the costume is inspired by the Injustice costume, but it just looks silly. It looks too armory.
That's a good point.
I enjoy that for some reason. Like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I picture of him like sitting and the actor sitting in a chair, and like the big armor is up here. It's not like even flush.
Oh,
weird. Damn. It's one piece, which is stupid. Why would you make one solid piece in front? Anyway, one of the many things that's wrong.
Do you think when they call cut and he's sitting in one of those production chairs, he's like, "Damn, this shit looks stupid."
So he has to get up like in a weird way. No.
He'd be tight.
And maybe that makes sense. That's probably why he was like, nah, fuck this. I'm not doing, because he's the lead actor, right? And he's in driving in scenes. He's like walking. He's like doing everything in the show, walking into offices, talking to Barbara Gordon. Even Barbara Gordon was played epically. I loved her.
Oh, word. Yeah. She was great.
But like, what's happening? But that's one thing I didn't like, that no one's really in their costume. Like, Scarecrow never wears his mask. Red Hood was the only one that kind of was in the Red Hood gear. Like, he obviously didn't have his mask on a lot.
And it was whack.
Yeah.
Superboy is the only one that's lit. Oh, and Beast Boy, because Beast Boy just has like a cool jacket. Like
the two people whose costumes are clothing. No.
He's chilling. He wears on a t-shirt, and that's it.
That's why Superboy is great, because it's not a costume. It's just his fucking shirt and his jeans. But Beast Boy annoyed me because like it was obvious when they were trying to save money from the CGI, because there was a lot of times when he like became a tiger off screen, and he's like now a tiger. And then there was this one scene where I think where Starfire tells a Beast Boy like change back, and the tiger just walks off screen, and then we have Beast Boy walk back. So because they don't have money for the CGI to him to come. I'm like,
yeah, we're talking about the show having like the budget, but I don't think so.
Or is it the production value? Like there's something there that makes it seem like they have a lot of money.
I don't even know where you're seeing that.
Yeah, because I compare it to the CW. Titans would have been mad different.
Yeah, but I feel like it's almost on par with CW.
Nah,
with Stargirl. Actually, you haven't seen Stargirl. Stargirl does have a production value that's above the Flash and Supergirl.
Wait, and I'm intrigued as fuck. So before we get into Stargirl, let's rate this shitty season of Titans.
Yeah. Word. Let's do that.
Okay. I feel like is there anything shitty else for us to talk about? Like,
let's talk about good stuff.
One last thing.
Cleanse my palate with
one last thing. One last thing to mention that we haven't said too much about is like in this series, right? This was we glossed over it, but we can't gloss over it. Bruce Wayne tried to kill himself. Bruce Wayne tried to commit suicide. Bruce Wayne kills Joker. He snaps and kills Joker. Like, and we just talked about
cool
Injustice.
As it sounds, by the way.
No, not because we don't see it. It just fucking happens.
Word.
And then he just like kind of gives up like a baby and leaves, and then goes to this fucking castle right in Scotland or some shit, and tries to burn it with him inside. And it's not because it's not because Donna Troy came back to life, saves him.
I forgot that.
And how did she know? How did she know that he was in Scotland?
What episode is this? Yo, I don't even remember this.
Yo, one of the shitty episodes.
Yo, and the crib was one of the greatest houses I've seen in my entire life. Okay, let's rate this shit show. I give it a 3. Straight up, like that, raw or hard raw 3 to the face.
Yeah, I would like to have my other reviews. We should compile our reviews.
Nah, fuck that.
We should for next time. We should so we can be consistent.
I want to establish an erratic pattern that doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna say, damn, this is a tough one. It's harder to rate it when they suck for some reason.
We have to rate them anyway. Like
5
from 1 to 10, we got it, man.
5.5.
So we got a 3, we got a 5.5.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go
Fuck.
5.5.
And they better not be trying to work towards the fucking this dude. What's his name? Ra's al Ghul for season 4 because they kept the name dropping. And the Lazarus Pit. They better not, yo.
Okay, this is okay. Yes, I know my rating, and this is gonna be why too. Because so this is the other thing, right? Because it's a Batman story, and Ra's al Ghul's fucking Lazarus Pits are just like used like whatever, and it doesn't do
casually.
It's casually like it's just like a pool. It's like a little jacuzzi that you just come back to life, and it's not a problem. It's not like in the comic books and in the movies, and it's like. Heavily, it's been portrayed that you come back psychotic, right?
You fuck with the Lazarus jacuzzi.
Depending if it has the bubbles and shit, I don't know. Lazarus jacuzzi. You know, Race has a Lazarus jacuzzi. He has to.
OD.
But it's like 1 ml of actual Lazarus because it's so potent, and he's just like in the hot tub.
No, that's rage. It's full Lazarus. Like,
just healing.
Use it.
No, exactly. It has to be just a little bit. The heal after a fight, just to lay like,
just to chill, like an ice bath.
But anyway, but like in the show, right? Because we saw, right, Jason Todd came back to life because of the Lazarus bit. Which at first I was like, all right, that's cool, that makes sense. It happened. That's kind of how it happened in the book, in one of the retcons. And then when Nightwing gets killed stupidly, that's how he comes back to fucking life too, because fucking Beast Boy becomes bats and
bat who summons other bats,
takes him, and stupid ass fucking shit. And
also
then the
from
worst,
Batman Begins, low key.
And then the worst part too is that when
BVS, you mean the intro,
BVS, the scene, the fantasy, Bruce
the
Wayne
dope shit.
But in Batman Begins, in the dream when he falls down the cave, doesn't he get picked up by bats or some shit like that?
That's BVS.
No, in Batman Begins, he actually gets surrounded by bats. Remember, he stands up epically when he's like spelunking or some shit.
Yeah, but like Christopher Nolan is a good director and good screenwriter, so it doesn't make it stupid that bats lift him up.
Bro,
like Zack Snyder did. But whatever, it was stupid as fuck. But the worst part of the worst part in Titans was that, remember, guys, a lot of people fucking died because of Scarecrow's fucking attack. And then how did the Titans save the day? Because they were able to make it rain Lazarus Pit, and then people came back to life. Like, oh, okay, that's good. So that's stupid, because if the Lazarus Pit is that effective, it's like, then let's just like use it all over the world. Like, fuck cancer, fuck all these things. Like, just like, all right, yeah, you got cancer, it's okay, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take a dip in the Lazarus jacuzzi, and I'm gonna come back. You know, it was.
If that hasn't been written yet, that'd be kind of cool. Somebody trying to monetize the Lazarus Pit, like in a story.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason that Ra's is probably rich. He probably monetized it. Selling that shit in vials.
I'm thinking like that Jonathan Hickman X-Men shit, where they have like the cure for any disease or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then how they've also cured death. You know, people are resurrected all the time. But you're right. I think with Chess, that's honestly one of the strengths of Ra's al Ghul, is that he dies and comes back, and he's able to keep his knowledge and his strength and keep building his economy that he's been fucking doing for
self-sustaining.
Exactly. And that was stupid to have it rain fucking Lazarus on Gotham City, and then just have the people come up. What? Yay! Thank you, Titans. Because of all of that shit, I am gonna rate Titans season 3 a 1.
Damn.
I honestly, I want my fellow Legion consumers here, my Legionnaires and listeners out there, to know I watched it because of all you. I watched it. I like Rod said, this season was so bad, we were ready to quit. I was ready to quit fucking a while ago, but I watched it because we had to review it.
All right. I got a question. Which your effort is much respected and appreciated because
So it's like a 3. It's like a 3 or some shit.
So we got a 1, we got a
What's better?
3, and we got a what was your
5.5.
5.5.
Because I love Nightwing.
Yeah, we get a 3.
Damn.
Yes.
So probably I don't know if that's better or worse than Jupiter's Legacy.
No, this is worse than Jupiter's Legacy. Worse.
Yeah, Miguel. I would dare say no. You know what? I enjoyed this more than Jupiter's Legacy.
What?
You didn't even watch Jupiter's
because
Legacy.
it was unwatchable.
But so how do you know if it's better or not? You're some Schrodinger's cat guy. I'm not messing with you.
It's both.
Schrodingers suck. Hey, Miguel, what was better since you dared watch both Batwoman or Titan season 3?
That's a good point. But honestly, now I'm at the Schrodinger's Ches situation too, because I watched Batwoman. Well, only a few. I watched a few episodes and then I stopped. I just couldn't keep watching, and then I watched it again to watch Bishop Leslie as Batwoman, and I literally only saw the first episode, and I was like, "This is trash," and I stopped watching it. So I guess just because of that, because I will say, although I kept watching Titans largely because you guys, because I love you guys and I want to talk shit with you all, and the listeners, I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Batwoman might have been worse, but it's different, right? Too, because at least Titans hooked me with season 1, and then season 2 with Connor Kent, which we just talked about, who's great, and they got Connor Leslie, and it's hard to describe, but I would say they're either equally trash or Batwoman's a little bit worse.
Yeah, that's hardcore. Facts. All right, now, gentlemen, Stargirl, please, for the masses.
Let's talk about some good things, some positive. And I want to hear Rod's, because we've talked about this before. We have an ongoing WhatsApp chat. If you guys want access to special chat with us, message us. We can figure out some fucking, I don't know, it's like Discord or whatever fucking shit. We'll do. We'll allow you to join our fucking conversations. But it's
not a bad idea.
Yeah, no, exactly. If people want to join our group,
if we get one person, then we'll start it. It starts with 1.
Exactly. You listen right now. If you want to join our group chat, message us on Instagram at Legion on Zoom, or Twitter at Legion on Zoom, or email legiononzoom@gmail.com. And tell us.
It's gonna be a Haitian prince once the offers.
He owns 3 airports,
and he needs our help.
Yeah, only we can help him. He's gonna pay us back.
Damn.
But yeah, Stargirl. So the first season premiered on the now defunct DC Universe app, and now it's on the CW. You could stream it on the app, and it'll probably show up on HBO Max at some point soon. So you'll probably binge it there too. But this show surprised me, like, just because, like I mentioned earlier, I would have never expected this show, because even Doom Patrol, I dropped. That show, I can't watch it anymore. I don't know what happened, but that's another conversation.
Oh, all right. I do want to say that because we were saying earlier from the Titans shitty fucking show that it got worse when it got on HBO Max. We'll talk about right now Stargirl. It's pretty so fucking good on CW. And on the contrary from what Rod says, to some degree though, Doom Patrol's so fucking good. I still like it. But yes, this last season for Doom Patrol, I'm not that hooked. I don't know if I'm saturated of fucking so much content out there.
Content.
But it is a much better show than Titans. But I'm not. Oh, actually, before I forget, just quick plug that we did mention that Titans season 4 got renewed already. Like, we already know that they're gonna do a new show at the same time that then Why the Last Man, which we haven't talked about it, on Hulu got canceled after 1 season. And damn. I'm loving Why the Last Man. And I've seen the showrunner, Elisa Clark. She's actually shared our post and our comments actually on Instagram. So thank you, Elisa Clark, for sharing that. The showrunner, director for the show, and Brian K. Bond, who's involved in the show, who's Brian K. Bond. Fucking love him. Saga. Why? Oh my God, so much fucking good shit. Paper Girls.
Ex Machina.
Yeah. And Paper Girls is gonna become the next show that he's gonna actually make from his work. and Runways that it was on Hulu as well, which we sort of kind of watched. I honestly think, look, HBO Max cancel that season 4 of fucking Titans and do season 2 of Why the Last Man, because Why is actually a really fucking good show, and it was a great book. It was a great
And I'm glad you mentioned Runaways real quick, because I keep thinking about how Stargirl is what Runaways could have been. It's a team with relatively obscure characters, because you're seeing like Dr. Midnight. I mean, yeah, for us, deep cut geeks, we know that character and shit, but no, people aren't familiar. And that's one of the many things I like about this show. It's like on the low, a JSA show, which is cool. Because you get JSA villains, you get the Shade, who's like played by a really cool Englishman dude. You get Stripesy, Thunder, all these cool.
You get Wildcat.
Power Man, Wildcat, both.
He's in it as a grown ass man, just being epic.
Yep, and you have a younger female version, and like the drama, I don't feel like icky by it. It has I always forget Wilson.
Luke Wilson. He plays Stripesy. Yeah.
Luke Wilson. He's good in this show.
Pat Dugan.
Yes. Stargirl is fucking awesome. And in this season, we get Eclipso, who's again, for us deep cuts fans, that's a JSA magic based villain who has a cool kind of design. In this show, he's kind of like a Mortal Kombat kind of ripoff, like sorcerer kind of character. I got a little bit of X-Men Apocalypse vibes, low key, which wasn't that great either. If I'm not mistaken, Eclipso is played by the dude. I could be completely wrong, but I think he's played by the dude who played Captain Boomerang in the Arrowverse.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
In the Arrowverse, really?
I think it's the same dude based on the facial structure.
He's played by Nick Ahmad Tarabai, who's a Lebanese-born American actor, and I don't think so. No, he was actually Spartacus. He played Spartacus in one of those shows that was on Stars. No, but he was. I don't think.
Anyway,
that show was great. By the way, Spartacus was the shit.
Oh, you're right. He was Digger Harkness.
I'm redeemed.
Yes.
Yo, Rod, good job. The face.
Yeah, and I think he does a good job in this fucking show. Like, and I know, Miko, you weren't a big fan of that. They tried to make it a horror season. I got horror vibes from the villain Eclipso, and they tried to make this show kind of like a scary kind of thing. And I thought, for what it's worth, like what makes it special is like that it's like a scary show. It's like the charm of the characters, like the Courtney, the Stargirl, she's fucking awesome.
What are her powers? What does she do?
So she has like a magical spear.
A staff.
Staff. That it's like she's like Kilik when she's fighting with it, which I think they choreograph it well when she's using it to fight. And then you have Wildcat, and her suit is kind of like Black Panther, but way less powered. But her suit has abilities that she can then perform.
But what does the staff do, though? Like, does the staff do anything?
It flies. It's obviously a weapon. It throws projectiles.
Oh, shit. So it's like a big-ass wand?
And actually, so I actually, we should probably do some more research. We should probably do some, like, focus Stargirl kind of thing, because Stargirl, Starman comes from apparently like a lore of Star.
She's a legacy character.
Exactly. There's been several Starmen before her, and it all related around the staff. And the staff is about something. Yes, it has apparently it's like it's almost sentient and has light abilities, but like are almost like epic, like light, like pure goodness, almost like. Think of the Green Lanterns with like its willpower, and this is like light harness. Like they in the show they're kind of starting to explain a little bit more and more of how it works, but it goes deep. And at least I know from the DC comic, there's been a lot of different Starmen from old school Starmen from the JSA eras. But then eventually I remember there was like this one run from like a very like a hobo-looking Starman that looks like it was written by Grant Morrison, but I don't think it was. You know, that it has that kind of like image.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then we have Jeff Johns that with Stargirl and Stripesy and all that, and so there's like legacy and history there. So it's a little bit complicated, but I would think about it like that, like a Green Lantern kind of thing, which is pretty fucking epic, because so she, Courtney Whitmore, who's Stargirl, doesn't have powers herself, but she was chosen by the staff because that's the other thing. It's not anybody that holds the staff can have the powers. No. It's like you were chosen by the staff and you can use those powers. And it's because it also kind of cool with the show. That's one of the things I love. It's also kind of, I get a little bit of Silver Surfer vibes because you can ride the staff and travel and fly with it. I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool, So it's complicated like that, but it's fucking dope.
That's pretty cool.
And the show actually has a Green Lantern ring. Like, that's cool.
Wait, what? Oh, wait.
So in this season,
they introduce
Alan Scott's daughter.
Ring. Yeah, Jade.
Okay.
And I thought making her Asian makes like all the sense ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
isn't that a low-key ignorant, like an Asian person called Jade?
But it makes like the most sense anything ever made.
Wait, damn.
Look, like if the character in the comics is called Jade, then either change the name of the character to like, I don't know, Kimberly, and so make her Asian because that's a proper name. It doesn't matter. But if you're gonna keep it Jade, might as well make her Asian.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. Live action Alan Scott, Mad Epic.
He may appear,
but he's coming. Sure. I'm sure he's coming.
Yeah. We've seen. Oh, and I think Chaz, you posted that the guy that plays Jay Garrick on The Flash is gonna be. Oh, he did. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
He did reprise his role.
Yeah.
In his fucking show. So you get that too, Wesley Shipp. He's
John Wesley Shipp.
Oh,
it's the ultimate come up.
And not just that, I really enjoyed the JSA scenes. So like, there's some flashbacks here about the past when they took on Eclipso, which adds some like deep element to it. But I
like dark stuff.
I got like Watchmen vibes from like their old meetings and just like the style. Yeah, I dug. So me, like, I dug this show all the way through. Even the high school bullshit. Even that's dope, man.
Okay. For the fans out there, so like I think like Stargirl season 2, like we highly recommend watch season 1. Season 1 was fucking great. It was action packed, but it is teen drama, but done very well. Season 2 is all about how Shib, who's like this teen girl, mean girl, is trying to bring Eclipso back.
Teen girl, mean girl. I like that.
Bars.
Yeah, and so that's what the show's about. Trying to bring Eclipso back. Then the Eclipso comes back, and then she ends up finding out that Eclipso's way more powerful than whatever she thought it would be. And then Eclipso basically consumes Shiv, and then
crazy.
And it sends her to the dark universe, dark dimension. And then it's all about, what Rod said, like the horror element, because Eclipso works off of bringing your worst fears kind of to life and like fucking with your mind. And then so there's a lot of episodes of that. And so, but at the same time, like what Rod said, is like that throwback of like, wait, what did the JSA do with the first time they fought Eclipse? Because they were able to defeat him 1 point. So it's cool. We're seeing the actual JSA from back in the day, like the actual McNider, Dr. McNider, fucking Wildcat, Starman, and then the sidekicks with Stripesy. And the guy who was doing the lightning, what was his name? I
forget.
Something lightning, right? Like
Johnny.
It was
something Johnny or something.
Weather Wizard?
No, not Weather Wizard.
That's a bad guy.
It's the guy that controls thunder.
The hot thunder,
Johnny
right?
Something.
Right. Johnny Thunder. Exactly. Johnny Thunder.
That he has a pen that clicks or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. So we get this cool stuff of the past. And like, I love your comment. I haven't even thought about it. You're right. That gives you that Watchmen fucking feels of the past. Because you can tell from the teen drama of the current time. And when they go to the past, it's not teen drama at all. Like, you can tell, because a lot of the stuff from back in the day, it's like from the past, it's like that they figure out like in order to stop Eclipso, you have to kill the host of Eclipso, and that gets pretty dark, and so that's kind of what the season's about. And then, and then eventually, like, well, then how do they actually stop Eclipso with the actual teen GSA? But it's fun. Like, it's actually fun. Like, even if it's a teen drama stuff, it's kind of cool. Like, it's well, everybody's a good actor. Luke fucking Wilson is cool to see him as Patsy, and everybody's good, man.
I have a question. What teen drama, since you guys keep on highlighting it, is better? The teen drama from Stargirl or the teen drama from Superman and Lois?
Superman and Lois, I would say. But it's
better teen drama.
I would classify that as family drama.
Yeah.
Superman and Lois. Where Stargirl, I guess it's the same. Damn. It is because the main character is Superman, right? Superman and Lois.
Nah, but I feel like they balance that show out so well that like they really focus on the kids and shit.
Yo, I'm curious. I want to see a crossover. What's going on? Like we don't know where the Stargirl, what Earth. I mean, I don't. Maybe the Deep Cuts fans. Somebody knows this. What Earth Stargirl takes place on?
No, exactly.
Wait, but it's supposed to be all the same, right?
No, so far we don't really know, actually, because
at
least we know for a fact, like, all the previous Arrowverse shows have been combined to one Earth because of the Crisis on Infinite Earths event they had, and so because actually right now, I think in a couple of weeks, I don't watch Flash at all anymore. And
Armageddon.
Yeah, but they're gonna have an event, and it has like Black Lightning and
I might watch it.
I might watch just that, exactly. Yeah, but they haven't listed Stargirl.
It's been a long time.
But I do think if we were to have to assume, though,
you said they didn't list Stargirl.
No, Stargirl's not part of that crossover.
Oh, that's stupid.
But though, we do know though now that John Wesley Shipp, who he plays fucking Jay Garrick Flash, is part of the GSA from this universe. Makes sense that he is probably from another Earth, right? Because this is the Earth of that JSA, which is not the Earth where Grant Gustin and the Arrowverse exist, because Jay Garrick came from another Earth. From Earth 2, right? Or something like that. Or we don't know. There's been a different.
I want to know if that's the same. Damn, that's deep.
Because he was dressed like a Jay Garrick that we've seen before, so it's like I don't know. Like it might be that separate kind of universe, because it seems
I think it looks like him, but it's not the same. That's my take from it. Only because they show in the Hall of whatever they call it, the Hall of Society Justice or whatever, they have images of them, and in that iteration he's wearing the long sleeve shirt, the Alex Ross old school sleeve shirt with the baggy pants and the
mad realistic.
He doesn't look like the more lit version that we got in the Flash. Now that isn't to say that version wasn't an upgraded version at a different time. I don't know.
Damn,
too much is going on. Let's review this.
And it'll be really cool to see, because like one of the great things of Stargirl though is that we are seeing some of these classic JSA characters being recreated in the teen version, and at the same time, like, appropriately, right? Because we've seen, instead of getting Alan Scott, which we haven't seen really, we're getting Jade though, but which is part of the fucking lore of DC Comics.
Yeah, that
Jade wields kind of like the Green Lantern powers from her father, Alan Scott, and we've already got the trail of mystery that she's looking for her brother, which is Obsidian in the comics. So that'll be fucking dope. He's gonna appear in season 3. It has to. And so like that's fucking cool. So it'll be great to see like if the JSA, the teen version, will have their own kind of Flash, right? Like technically the JSA's never had a teen Flash, right? It's always just been Jay Garrick Flash. But I feel for the purpose of the show, man, give me a different Wally, like a Wally West or a good Bart Allen or something. Like, I don't know. I would love to have. They need a speedster.
Well, I mean, they kind of do. They have Jay Garrick, but you mean that they need new blood?
Like no, but Jay Garrick only came out in the past when they're talking about the JSA.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. Apparently, at this point, basically everybody in the JSA, the proper, were killed in a way. Like
Oh, I get
they're
you.
all out of commission. They're all basically dead. In this season, though, we realized that actually, Dr. McNider, which was trapped in the Eclipso Black Dark Universe, whatever it was called, Dark Dimension, he actually got brought back into the world. So that's cool. So Dr. McNider's now back in the world. Yeah. And also Starman, for whatever reason, which we don't know, didn't die, which as we've been told, which is played by an actor that I fucking hate, Joe McHale. I can't. I did not think
that was going that way.
I hate him. I don't.
Why?
I just don't like him. I don't like his face. I don't think he's funny. I don't know.
Who is he though? I think I've seen him in something.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Isn't that the dude that host that could talk soup or some shit?
Yeah, exactly.
I hated Talk Soup. He was stupid trash. I don't like him.
Joe McHale makes you feel hate.
Yo, let's be comic talk soup. Comic soup.
Yo, comic soup. Yes.
Fuck.
And so, but he's Starman. Like, okay, like
the suit's alright. I'm not hating. Like the suit, they do a good job with the costumes, thank God, because that can really pull you out like real quick. Like Titans. Like fuck. But this
I have been curious about the costumes on Stargirl. I've been meaning to check them out.
Yeah, no, the costumes are cool. And like actually I think Raj, you said it earlier too. Also, like the fight scenes in Stargirl are pretty fucking cool too. Like they're very well choreographed. It's cool. Like it's cool. Like I think this season. Also, I was saying this in our chat, which you can sign up for our group chat if you're interested. Message us. You can join. One of my comments though was that I could tell the switch to the CW because I felt like now some of the fight scenes, especially the heavy CGI ones, were pretty shitty. Come on, the season finale had some big fight scenes with Solomon Grundy versus Eclipso.
I thought it was dope.
Nah, bro, that I've seen better shit in my video games, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it was kind of trash. Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, nah, I wasn't a big fan of that because I could tell. Because the last season, I felt like that last fight in the last season, in the first season, where they all fought the justice of what is it, the evil, right? Shiv's parents that they fought was epic. Like, I don't know. I felt like that was like a movie fucking thing, and this was like, yeah, it's a CW right now. Like it's just crappy graphics.
Nah, to me, this is up there with Superman and Lois.
I what?
Think,
no,
damn, that's high praise.
You know what I think? Okay, I'm gonna say this for the first time ever. I think that the CW is catching on to what comic book. I mean, they've always had like their fucking ear to the ground, so to speak. But I think now they're putting more emphasis on quality. So I think that what we're seeing from Superman and Lois and Stargirl as CW shows is what they're gonna like start giving us. Or at least that's what I hope. Because I mean, think about it. It's not all how much money you have in the budget. It's like how well can you write the stories?
Yes.
Like, you can go watch a bingeable ass show on Netflix that costs like, I don't know, not even that much money. Like some what's that new shit that everybody's watching on Netflix?
Squid Game.
I'm sure that show wasn't that expensive, and it's made like $1 gajillion.
Yeah, that show was not that expensive.
You gotta just capture your audience with a good story, which Titans did not
do,
and this show did. And that being said,
actually, that bringing it back to what we were saying about Titans, about Injustice in the last episode that we just recorded, was that with the Injustice, the book, honestly, the art wasn't the best. Like I don't even remember the artists' names. Like it wasn't, and I wasn't thrilled by the art. But my God, that story was gripping. And so it just, and obviously I'm not saying the art was trash. It was good art. It was fine, but it wasn't anything that I'm like, oh my God, like I gotta show people, like, look at this fucking page, this panel, like it's okay. But the fucking writing, man, was gripping, and I was fucking hooked. And exactly, that's what we're seeing here with Stargirl, where the fucking it's good writing. I'm intrigued. I'm hooked. I'm watching the show. And although the CGI maybe so sometimes, but
Yeah, and I was looking hard at Solomon Grundy because I kind of want to nitpick it. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's a hard character to CGI. Because the Hulk, to me, what is it? Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, Hulk. That Joss Whedon, the first Avengers movie. That one set the precedent for a CGI character, in my opinion.
What about King Shark from The Flash? That one was pretty dope.
Yeah, but the thing with that is that they go heavy on the detail. And like when you go too much detail, like Solomon Grundy can have, then you start to see like the flaws. Like I think about the Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton.
Okay.
Like he was so like chiseled that I'm like, it doesn't look that realistic. But then Joss Whedon came in and Mark Ruffalo and that amazing special effects team, and they made a Hulk that looked like he was there, which is hard, especially with casual Hulk in the diner scene. I'm like, yeah. So I'm looking at Solomon Grundy like, damn, it's not like up to that level, of course, but is I like,
So my only issue. My only issue with Stargirl season 2.
You mean rate?
I really like Stargirl. We're gonna rate it in a second, but my only issue with Stargirl season 2 was like, I liked it. I liked the actors, all of that, but I felt it got boring because what you were describing. I want to hear more about like the horror element of it. For me, that bored me because for me, basically the season is 3 parts. One part is the whole thing about trying to bring Eclipso out. And that was cool. That was exciting. The fight, like, oh, what's going to happen? How are you going to bring him out? What's going on? And there's action packed. But once Eclipso comes out, afterwards, it's all about how Eclipso is haunting people, bringing their darkest fears out, which is cool. I can see the horror element of it, but it was just basically that for like 5 episodes. And like nothing happened. It's just like, oh, all right, yeah. And then it's like, for me as a viewer, I'm like, I know it's not real. I don't care. And I know the character's going to figure out that whatever they're seeing is just like Scarecrow's fear gas. Like, yeah. Just wait it out. Wait it out. It's going to be fine. And so I was bored.
Life lesson right there, low-key. Life lesson real quick. You dropped a gem.
Yeah, it's like, just wait it out. Okay, just wait it out.
It'll pass, bro.
Yes, it'll pass. It'll get better. And so I was like, all right. So I'm like, why am I still watching? What's happening? Like, I don't care. Until Stargirl got sucked into this dark dimension and she met Shib and I brought her out. And I'm like, all right, fucking something happened. And Dr. Maynard came out. I was like, okay. But I felt there was a lot of episodes there where I was like, okay, I'm kind of bored. Like, okay, what's happening? So for me, this season was not as good as the first season just because of those filler episodes. Like, it's like, okay. And especially because Eclipso was a lot of times played as the little kid.
Yeah, it might have had more episodes too. This one was 13. So yeah, you might be right. They might have stretched it out a little bit.
No, not that much more. You think so? Ches, what do you think, Ches? You haven't seen Stargirl season 1 or 2. What do you think?
Oh, it's the same.
I've been curious about it, but it's just the overwhelming amount of shows that we consume all together. Like, I've been so curious about it, even when I first heard about the show. But for some reason, I just can't get into it. I've even been considering just like jumping in Sans Annie in all contexts, like at random, just like a watch an app here or there, not knowing what the fuck is gonna happen. So I might try that out. But I'm definitely intrigued though, especially after the shittiness of Titans. I need something good DC to cleanse my palate.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the thing about this show. Like, you don't really expect it to be good. I mean, I didn't. I thought it was gonna be one of those canceled after like 1 season or some shit like that. But now it's, it kept me coming back. It's something good to watch. I tried I wasn't a big fan of it. Titans sucked. What If ended a few weeks ago. So I'm like, what the fuck is there out there? And then luckily we had Stargirl. Yeah, we'll go outside.
Fuck.
You know, it's funny that we
What?
consume all this
That's
junk food
wild.
and then we diarrhea it right back into our listeners' ear.
Yeah.
We're processing
Facts.
garbage for you.
Facts.
And you're
When I went quiet
welcome.
earlier, when I went quiet earlier, that was me thinking like, what the fuck has happened to my life?
We're just watching. And that's why, like, I am not excited about our Eternals review. We're gonna review the fuck out of it, so we're gonna go see it tomorrow.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Rod, that shit was amazing. I fucking loved it. Oh my god. I can't wait. Oh shit.
I feel like I'm fatigued
excited
with like
I'm
Marvel
excited.
shit, but Shang-Chi was dope.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, exactly. Wait, it's like if you're listening to this now, actually, we don't know. Actually, we haven't talked about like you might be listening to this after the Eternals review because I don't know, like we don't know when the episodes we're gonna drop actually as we're recording, but we are reviewing Eternals, and so check that out. Once we fucking see the episode, we see the movie. But yeah, Stargirl. Rod, I actually for Ches, and let's say we have all the listeners like Ches. There is a lot of content out there, and some of us watch non-comic book stuff too, right? Like Rod, you fucking don't have Netflix, but there's a lot of Narcos Mexico season 3 just dropped. So if I have to choose between Stargirl and Narcos Mexico, no competition. No, fuck that.
Stargirl's lit.
I respect that. I respect the stoicness.
But Rod, like Chess was wondering, would you recommend that he has to watch Stargirl? It's that good, like he shouldn't miss out on that, like he has to watch it, or if he has the time, check it out. What do you think?
All right. I guess it depends on how much you like the Arrowverse. Although this is kind of separate for many reasons. This is like the JSA. They haven't explored JSA much in the Arrowverse, right? So this show is the only one that's kind of doing that. So like, JSA was like a old school DC team, and I like that they have that in their pocket. They're not relying on it, but they throw those little like Easter eggs all over. Not even Easter eggs. It's like on a backdrop of a JSA story. And I dig that. So like, if you like DC and you like Superman and Lois, I think this is on par with that. Although I will give that one the edge, Superman and Lois. Nah, you know what? Not even. I think this is better than Superman and Lois.
What?
Damn.
No.
Yeah, straight up.
That's crazy.
Not even a little bit.
You heard
That's
it here
crazy.
first. So yeah, if you thought that was good, then watch this.
I am
pleasantly surprised.
Fascinated by that. Like, why do you think this is better than Superman and Lois? How? Why?
I think it's the teen superhero show, period. I know like Superman and Lois is many things, but that's one of it. And I don't even really see it as a teen show anyway, but I feel like this show really got it right. Like it gets a little bit dark, like they kill, like, but yet it's about a family. And then the family, just like in Superman and Lois, has to accept that their daughter's a superhero and shit. And it's all wild. And you see like real life type, people trying to manage the whole superhero life.
I guess to some
I know we've
degree.
seen that a lot, but I think this show nails it.
My only thing that I disagree that might be because of the cast, because it's a bigger cast than Stargirl. I honestly don't give a fuck about a lot of people on Stargirl. For instance, like the mom of the family, and even the son who
I think he's good. Nah,
I don't give a fuck about any of them. I don't care about any of them. I don't care what happens to them. But for instance, like in Superman and Lois, I cared about Lois. I care about Superman. I care about the kids. I care about even fucking Lana, whatever her new last name is from her marriage. I care about even the drunk husband she has. Like I care about them and the daughter and the drama that they have with the daughter that takes meds.
Luke Wilson though,
yeah, Luke Wilson is kind of cool. Yeah, like I like him, but like. His wife, like she's very one-dimensional, and the son too is like, like whatever. He's just like, hey, I want to be a part of the team, and that's what I do. And
yeah, he fucks up. He gets like the thunder power.
But of course, but he's like,
he wasn't ready.
I want to be in it, but I'm not ready. Oh, I fucked up. And it's like, of course you do, because that's true down. I'm It's like I don't care about any of you guys. Like I care about Stargirl. I care about fucking what is it? Not what's the black cat girl? Like the
Wildcat.
Wildcat. I care about Wildcat. I care about the proper team, you know, especially like the Doctor, you know, Miss Midnighter. I love her. Like she's a great actress. Like she's fucking cool. I love her fucking
Oh
whole
yeah, and then
story.
Eclipso gets all like racist on her a little bit.
Yo, yes.
Yeah, he's like, you're not like the other ones on the team. Okay, because in this season, he's like a little boy, which you know that whole horror thing, like a little creepy
Right.
kid. And it saves them money, I guess, not having to show the full-fledged Eclipso. But yeah, I think I thought that they pulled that off kind of cool, like him like being creepy, and it came out around like the show was airing around like October and shit. I liked it. It was all dope. Definitely up there with Superman and Lois. Better in my opinion. But let me rate this shit. Let's cut to the chase.
Do it.
I'm not sure what I rated the first season. I'm sure it was like pretty high. For this one, I'll go 8 point. I'll go 8 flat. 8 flat.
Damn.
I was gonna go 0.5, but then I'm like, hold up, let me think about that.
All right, Ches, what rate do you go from hearing us
No, you can't
talk
rate.
about it? He has to rate. Come on.
From hearing about it,
Yeah.
I give it a solid 7.5. Off of word of mouth.
I'm gonna go with season 2, right? We're talking about season 2 of Stargirl. I'm gonna go with, what did I give Titans? A 1. No, never mind. So no, I'm gonna give season 2 of Stargirl a 7. A 7. I liked it, but it was hard. A lot of times, a lot of the episodes, especially those middle ones, I just had it on my TV and I was doing shit. So like it didn't matter. Like I heard stuff happening, I don't fucking care, you know. So it's which season 1 was not like that. Season 1, I was sitting down, paying fucking attention. Now this time, it wasn't too much until I saw like the characters I care about, like on screen, and especially the last episodes were cool, you know. Even though it was a little bit stupid with the Deus Ex Machina stuff with Starman, because like eventually at the end, Eclipso takes over Stargirl. Stargirl's like evil as fuck and fucking people around, and then out of nowhere,
wait, she's fucking people.
well, like violently, not in the sexual way. We get Starman, played shittily by Joel McHale.
Damn.
Shows up all of a sudden, like, and holds the staff like,
I knew he was gonna save the
Stargirl.
day. I was waiting for him. I'm like,
Stargirl.
yes.
No, but that's like stupid. Why? Like, we got a few scenes of like, oh, he's alive and he's trying to find Blue Valley, but it's like,
And also, while you were mentioning characters you enjoyed, you neglected Shiv. She's dope.
yeah, shit
Don't
is
front.
dope.
She's a
Shiv
cool
is dope.
like villain, and then she forms an alliance with Stargirl. Like she's like her rival on the show.
Oh, well, actually, that's a good point to bring up, because actually the episodes that I got bored with was when Shiv disappeared, and then we didn't have Shiv for like 5 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
And then when finally Stargirl went to the dark dimension and found Shiv, it's like, oh, then shit got interesting again, you know, because Shiv is one of the most compelling characters of the show.
But her suit sucks.
Yeah, oh Lord,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
yeah,
terrible.
Yeah,
but thankfully she still works it.
Yeah, she's a great actress, and it was pretty cool fight scenes, and it's fun to watch her. But yeah, but like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is like, yeah, you didn't have to do that. And Starman shows up suddenly, he's like, oh, save the day, and then they defeat Eclipso, which I thought was very Deus Ex. For me, that felt like very CW. Like that was very Savitar kind of fucking shit from the Flash. Like very like, oh, okay. Now we then also like at the end, like when they're fighting in the city, where's everybody? Where's the fucking townspeople? Like they're just fucking destroying cars
lives.
and shit. Like
the fucking demon in the streets, man. I'll be out.
Alright, so but yeah, I give it a 7. So what's that? So we gave it a 7 plus a 7.5 by somebody who never watched it.
A theoretical 7.5.
Irad, what tú qué?
8.
8.
7.5, right?
7.5.
Which is probably correct. And I'm definitely gonna poke my head in and just watch episodes based purely on episode title and maybe a synopsis, depending. But definitely gonna check my out without any
I
context whatsoever because I
feel
am
like
curious.
if you tried it, I think you're gonna like it.
No. I mean, I just don't have time to
I
dedicate
feel you.
myself
I
to a
feel you.
show.
No, I
Like,
feel
oh, when
you.
is this gonna drop? Like, now.
I'm saying like in the multiverse that you did
Yeah.
watch it, where you're like
Yeah.
an avid Stargirl watcher. You're happier in that universe than you are in this.
Oh,
universe where you did not
damn.
watch Stargirl. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, yeah, that's a sacrifice that the me of this universe is willing to make.
Yeah,
And with
too many of yous in the multiverse cannot be watching Stargirl and thus be
That's-
happier and
exactly.
throw off the balance.
What?
It'll
No,
fuck
I want
everything
that
up.
chest. I want the chest on that other multiverse that saw it. I want to meet that one. The fuck,
Facts.
is he happier? Because this guy
Nah.
hates a lot. Like,
Yeah. I embrace the darker side of the spectrum. But everybody should definitely check it out. On that note, people, this is Chaz.
that is Miguel.
Peace out. Rock.